Are you about to enter the realm of Halloween contacts? Then this is the video for you. I'm going to give you the top 3 do's and the top 3 don'ts of wearing and buying Halloween contacts. Let's focus in. Hey, howdy everybody, this is Dr. Neal Guymon, Dr. EyeGuy, with the show that focuses on keeping your eyes the healthiest and your vision the clearest. If you're new, consider subscribing. Also check down below for any additional helpful links from this video. And let's focus on Halloween contacts. I'm going to start with the number 1 do of buying Halloween contacts, and that is to buy FDA approved Halloween contacts. Now, contact lenses are considered a medical device. That means it is illegal to buy contact lenses without a written prescription from your eye doctor. That includes Halloween contacts, even ones that do not have a prescription or correct your vision. This FDA approval for contact lenses means that the manufacturing and the materials are safe to be worn on the surface of your eyeballs. Now, speaking of safety of the material, FDA approval of the material, one of the big things that they're talking about is how much oxygen can get through the contact to get to your eye. That is called the decay value of that contact lens. The higher, the better. The one thing about your cornea is that there are no blood vessels in your cornea, or else they'd be in the way of your vision. So the only way that the cells of your cornea can actually get oxygen are from the air or from the inside of your eyelids. That means while your eyes are open, your cornea does suck in some air from the atmosphere. And of course, when there's a contact lens blocked onto the eye, it does limit that amount of oxygen that gets to the eye. Hence, it is important to know if these contacts are FDA approved. Now, generally speaking of Halloween contacts, they are on the low side of this decay value, meaning that while you're wearing this Halloween contact, there is not a lot of oxygen that can get to your eye. And this leads me to the number 1 don't of wearing Halloween contacts, and that is to never, ever, ever sleep in the Halloween contacts. Like I said before, wearing a contact blocks the oxygen that's getting to your eye. Sleeping with the contacts on there is a double whammy. I use this analogy in the clinic all the time. Sleeping in contacts is kind of like walking around with a plastic bag over your head and trying to breathe. It actually took me a lot of guts to put a plastic bag over my head and try and breathe. Maybe like the video for that one. And just like the plastic bag analogy, sleeping in those Halloween contacts can lead to a host of problems on the cornea. The cornea will actually suffocate and will need to try and breathe somehow, so it will cause a bunch of problems that you do not want to deal with. And this leads me to number 2 on the do side of wearing Halloween contacts, and that is to get a valid prescription from your eye doctor for these contacts. We eye doctors are actually looking for a specific fit for contact lenses. One example would be making sure that contact lens is not too tight on the cornea. If the contact hugs the cornea too tight, no tears will be able to sneak under that contact lens and coat the surface of that cornea, which can lead also to a bunch of different problems. Number 2 for the don't side of Halloween contacts. Do not overwear the Halloween contacts. Now, what do I mean when I say that? We already talked about sleeping in lenses. I mentioned previously that the oxygen that gets through this contact is really low. That means you do not want to wear these contact lenses for a very long amount of time. Typically, if I'm going to wear Halloween contacts, I might wear them for 4 to 5 hours, maybe 6 hours at the most. An evening, Halloween party, perfect for that. If you start to wear the contacts for longer than that, your cornea will start to suffocate a little bit. One thing to keep in mind is that Halloween contacts do have an expiration date. Generally speaking, like the Gothica Halloween contacts that we sell, usually expire after 1 year of opening that pack. So just be sure that during that year you're changing the solution, changing the case, but at that year mark, you're going to want to toss them and get some new ones. Tip number 3 on the do side of wearing Halloween contacts, and that is to make sure you're washing your hands. Keep everything clean as possible. The biggest thing that I see in the clinic with Halloween contacts or contacts in general are usually infections, ulcers on the cornea, and a lot of times these can be avoided just by keeping things clean. Washing your hands before you even touch your eye, washing your hands before you touch the contact lens, making sure the contact lenses are clean, make sure you're using the right solution, make sure you're not reusing solution, that every time you clean the contacts, every time you use the contacts, you switch the solution in the case. Every once in a while, maybe once a month, change the case out, use a different case. This is the number one reason why people get infections from Halloween contact use. If you can wash your hands, keep the contacts clean, keep the case clean, likely you will not have to see your eye doctor unless you break the rules of the don't side. Tip number 3 on the don't side, and this is an important one. Do not wait to go see your eye doctor if you have a problem. If you're wearing colored contacts, any contacts, especially Halloween contacts, and your eyes get red and irritated and it does not get better, let's say you wait a day and it does not get better, do not wait to go see your eye doctor. There are too many times that I can count where I've seen a patient that has come in that's had a red, irritated eye, light sensitive, vision is blurry, and it's been going on for a few days, and they were hoping that it would go away on its own, but maybe you had an infection, or maybe they had a corneal ulcer, which is scary. Scary, scary. So please, don't wait to go to your eye doctor. You only have 2 eyes. Make sure you don't lose one. But then I guess you could wear a Halloween patch on one side, become a pirate if you lose an eye. But, don't do that. Don't do it. Now, at the end of this video, the number one question that I usually get is, Doctor, where do I buy Halloween contacts? Now, there are vendors online that you can get FDA approved prescription Halloween contacts. Now, if I could make one plea, and that would be to buy them from your local eye care doctor. Most eye clinics that you go to, like the one that I'm at, do sell Halloween contacts. We're gonna make sure that the contacts fit great, that they have your prescription, and that we're gonna be there if you have any problems with the Halloween contacts. Hey, thanks for watching everybody, and don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Question for the comments, are you planning on getting Halloween contacts? Are you gonna make sure that you follow my tips today? Again, I'm Dr. Neal Guymon, Dr. Eye Guy, looking out for you and your eyes. Stay focused, and I'll see you in the next video.